Welcome to the 10th anniversary season of Project Pitch It. Next, Wisconsin entrepreneurs pitch their businesses to local moguls. They will compete for cash and awards to help scale up their business. These are the moguls. Jerry Gendusa is the founder of Blue Leadership, a company focused on making the world a better place, one leader at a time. He is also the founder of Breakthrough, a network of world-changing companies focused on improving lives and untapping human potential. Steven Gruber is an award-winning personal injury attorney at Gruber Law Offices, where he leads business strategy and is honored to continue his family's tradition of positively impacting our community. Gail Klappa is the chairman of WEC Energy Group and co-chair of the Milwaukee 7. In 2023, he was inducted into the Wisconsin Business Hall of Fame. Harris Turer is the CEO of the Milwaukee Admirals. He is committed to making Milwaukee a better place in which to live and work through his support of numerous charities. Gina Della has dedicated her life to serving as a role model for businesswomen. As the first female vice president of marketing at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, she is recognized for driving double-digit growth and mentoring successful teams. With 20 years of experience, she has earned multiple industry awards for her innovative strategies and leadership. This is Project Pitch It.
Hi moguls, I have a question for you and everyone in the audience. Have you ever experienced knee pain? Yes?
Yes.
All right, you're not alone. My name is Sydney. I am founder of Skip the Warm-Up. I'm an athlete, a third-year law student, and someone who understands knee pain very personally. However, I'm not the only one. My mom does as well.
Yes, hi, I'm Becky. I'm Sydney's mother. I've had years of knee pain and struggles with meniscus surgeries, decades of injections, and a knee replacement, and I still struggle with that today.
Harris, do you want to come up here and volunteer for our knee sleeve test dummy, as we like to call it?
I'm perfect to be the test dummy.
Perfect. All right, if you just want to slide it onto your knee, it's already put together and turned on. And while he puts that on, everyone else is welcome to feel theirs or put theirs on if they want. So a few years ago, I tore both my ACLs skiing, and I fought to get back with hours of rehab, endless warm-ups, constant pain and stiffness. But even after I recovered, my knee still dictated my limits. And at the same time, I was watching my mom deal with daily arthritis pain, and it was the same problem, different lives.
It's definitely flexible, so you
Yes.
can see the
Yes.
gentleman's doing the squat there. Like, you could definitely use it for that.
Yes, absolutely.
And what does this prevent?
My mom's a science teacher. Do you want to explain to us why heat therapy works so well?
Yes, I will do that. Yes, when you apply heat, Sydney, to the joint, you increase the blood flow. What does that do? Well, that makes the muscles more flexible, plus range of motion is much better with the heat.
Yes, and that's what the doctors told me too. They said heat therapy works. So, but you have to use bulky heated knee braces, heating pads, or even a hot tub. So none of it was really built for movement, which is why I created the Skip the Warm-Up knee sleeve. And like I said, it's fully washable because the heating element is removable, and then that battery does come out, so when one dies, you just plug a new one in and keep going. But one charge on the battery gets you about 3 hours on the highest setting.
How would you say this product differs from other things we see claiming to be helpful to people who've been injured or to help prevent injuries?
So right now there's just regular knee sleeves without heat. The other heated knee braces out there are very bulky, and a lot of them aren't washable. On top of it, a lot of them you can't continuously use. You have to stop and charge. So that was the whole idea behind this one. It's not totally like heating the knee, as you'll notice like on the back. There's no heating elements, specifically because when we asked our target market like about this sleeve, they don't like all of it being heated. So this one specifically targets the accessible ligaments of the knee. That way you're getting the heat where you need it most and not like in the back where it makes it uncomfortable.
I see some of the Bucks players coming off the bench, and they're wearing apparatuses largely around their back, their lower backs. Have you thought about a product that would work beyond the knee?
Yes, we are currently trying to expand to other joints and muscles.
Are you getting the most interest from in person, online, referrals?
Definitely referrals and in-person are our biggest thing, because a lot of people have already kind of like seen, oh, well, I've heard this thing also helps the knees, but then when they actually try our product, they're like, whoa, this is so much better.
Have you started marketing yet? Have you gotten revenues?
Yes, we have started marketing. We did launch in November, and we've sold over half of our units. So it's very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What's one key milestone you're focused on right now?
Kind of getting the word out a little bit, specifically selling that 200 units, because at that point we'll have established like a really good base where people can refer out.
And how can we best help you?
Connections are really helpful. Marketing advice is always welcome, because I'm not a marketing major. Yeah, connections related to like the sports world and stuff, I would really appreciate. Honestly, any kind of advice when it comes to scaling, because it's definitely like a learning process.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
guys.
Moguls.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and then when you guys are ready to feel the heat, don't forget your Skip the Warmth knee sleeve.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney and
Yeah,
Rebecca.
thank you.
Coming up, we'll hear from one of our magnificent moguls.
Welcome to Season 10 of Project Pitch It, a local statewide TV show dedicated to Wisconsin entrepreneurs. I'm Bev Greenberg, executive producer and creator of the TV show. Within the TV industry, 10 seasons on air is seen as a major milestone. It reflects success, longevity, ratings, loyal viewers like you, and cultural relevance. Thank you and our magnificent moguls for making my dream a reality 10 years ago. Your commitment to entrepreneurism brings dreams to life and generates a strong economy for us all. Thank you, and stay tuned.
We are here with Harris Turr. I want to talk a little bit about the Milwaukee Brewers and your deep connection with them and what Wisconsin sports means to you.
Well, I got involved, Gina, with the Brewers back in late '96, but I had actually contacted the Brewers well before then. I wanted to be involved when the debate for Miller Park was going on. I couldn't imagine our community without baseball. Baseball was an important part of my relationship with my dad, and I loved the game, and I grew up going to games, and I couldn't imagine, I didn't have a family at that point, and I'm like, I couldn't imagine my kids wouldn't be able to go to Brewers baseball games. So that was why I got involved. When I bought the Admirals, it was sort of the same thing. They almost moved out of town, and I was able to save the franchise, and now we're thriving after 20 plus years.
What is a lesson or a couple lessons that being the owner of a team has taught you that business alone could not?
It's about managing that group, showing that you respect their thoughts, their opinions, but at the same time you have to lead and guide. And I think those lessons are something you learn every day. How you talk to people and how you treat them, you have to think about each personality differently.
Now back to the show.
Hello, moguls.
Hello.
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 Okay, so before we begin, a quick show of hands. Who here has ever had something go down the wrong pipe?
Oh, yeah.
Right, that's something that we all experience. When we're eating and drinking, something might slip into the airway called aspiration. We all know that forceful cough that happens, or even that frightening feeling of choking. Now, imagine if that happened more than just once in a while. Imagine if that happened with every sip or every bite that you took. That's the reality for people who are living with swallowing disorders or dysphagia. I'm Sarah Gustafson.
And I'm Dr. Nicole Rogas-Palia, and we are certified swallowing specialists who have dedicated our careers to helping adults with swallowing dysfunction or dysphagia. Together, we founded Clovera, a mobile swallowing diagnostic company that provides high-quality, evidence-based care to people who don't have access to adequate evaluations.
So in today's system, People who live in skilled nursing facilities or live in a rural community, they don't have timely access to gold standard imaging. And if you don't have the right test to diagnose a problem, it's basically guessing what the problem is and how to treat it. We actually recently had a patient who came and he had been having swallowing problems for several years. It had not been diagnosed because he didn't have the test needed for it. And he came to us and this is what he said. It wasn't until I got pneumonia that I finally went to a bigger hospital 2 hours away. And that's the first time anyone was able to figure out what was actually wrong with me and get me started on treatment. So the advanced swallow imaging is available in larger hospitals, but those who are in long-term care facilities or rural communities, they have fewer options.
How do you propose to basically serve this underserved market?
Clovera brings the hospital to the patient. So we have a mobile medical unit that is going to be equipped with a state-of-the-art portable image X-ray C-arm, as well as certified swallowing specialists.
So once, let's say you bring a patient on, you diagnose them as having dysphagia, what happens next to that patient?
So depending on where the patient lives, so in many skilled nursing facilities, there's already speech language pathologists like ourselves on staff. So we do work collaboratively with them. So we would provide our recommendations and work with them who they would be able to implement the treatment plan then. And then we would come back for repeat imaging when the patient is ready based on their recommendation.
So you have the diagnostics, you also have the equipment or no?
So we know which equipment we need. We haven't purchased it yet, but yes, we know exactly what we need. And
where are you at in your entrepreneurial journey? Where are things today, and where do you see those things in a year or two as things develop?
So right now we're in the process of meeting with facility administrators, securing those contracts. Our goal is to secure 5 contracts this year. We're hoping to be able to provide services in the next 3 to 6 months.
Can you get into a little bit more details as to the total funding that you feel that you're going to need as part of your startup cost?
With leasing equipment, we can make this happen for $100,000.
Okay.
We would like to purchase the equipment, including the vehicle, and eventually multiple vehicles.
Got it.
So to do that, it would be over $300,000.
Thank you very much. This is very impressive what you put together.
Thank you so much. And remember, Clovera connects the services, swallowing services, to the patients who need it.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up, an inspirational story from one of our past entrepreneurs.
When I was on Project Pitch It, it was the early days of my business, so I was just getting it off the ground. And being able to come on a show like this and meet the moguls and have that experience was really motivating for me to keep going and get the business off the ground. They were able to give me some really valuable advice, as well as the prize money was really helpful in the early stage of my business to grow the company and start new programming and really keep it going and stay motivated myself as well. As we enter our 5th year at Stellar Tech Girls, I am so proud of the accomplishments that we have been able to achieve. We have reached over 1,000 girls and non-binary kids who have attended our programs and learned to be really proud of their love for science and engineering. We have also hired over 20 high school and college students who are all inspiring women pursuing a degree in STEM. Congratulations, Project Pitch It, on 10 seasons.
Hi Moguls, my name is Michael Mosley and I'm the CEO and founder of MasterTongue. Have you ever looked up from a social media app and realized that you wasted a chunk of time? I know I have.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Maybe, just a little.
I know I have. I'm sure many of you have as well. And unfortunately, kids have it the worst. A recent Gallup poll found that kids spend up to 5 hours a day on social media. Imagine a world where parents are excited about their kids being on social media because learning a new language and social media engagement were one and the same. Welcome to MasterTongue. MasterTongue is the world's first social media language learning app. MasterTongue has hundreds of pre-populated messages, each organized under everyday conversational categories. Now, how does it work? Users learn new languages by simply making new friends on the app. Every time someone sends a text message, they take a lesson of what was sent. Every time someone receives a text message, they take a lesson of what was received. Every message is an opportunity to connect with new people and learn new languages. Any conversation or long post can instantly turn into a multiplayer 2D race with fun animated characters. And your character's speed is determined by how fast you're able to translate the very messages you just shared. So not only are you connecting with people, but you're competing against people as well. But Master Tongue is more than just an app. It's an emerging IP. Our main character, Diego, and his frog, Master Tongue, have the same potential as Pokemon and Mickey Mouse.
What age group is this for?
It's mostly for like 13 and up.
What's your history? Are you doing this full time? Is this a side gig right now? Tell us a little bit about your situation.
Yeah, I actually, I used to work in government finance, and actually I quit my job to work on this full time.
Oh, wow.
So I'm fully committed to this.
Let's just say I have a child, Steven's got a child, and they're both on Master Tongue. But Steven's child is interested in French, but my child's interested in Spanish. So when they're texting back and forth, they'll be Spanish oriented, theirs be French oriented.
Yeah, as of now, you have to be learning the same language. And as of now, too, it's just Spanish to English and English to Spanish.
Okay, so
Right now,
starting
okay.
with one language.
Yeah. But I mean, that is a good idea. Maybe figure that out.
He just gave you one,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Or you
an
could
idea.
pick which language, have a choice
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
you sign
that's
up.
an idea.
That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we help you best?
I mean, right now, it's just funding to get everything integrated into one piece. Of course, networking is always good.
I had one more question. I am so competitive. I will beat you at anything, as well as each one of you on this panel. I just will. So tell me what was behind putting the competition piece in there?
Yeah, I mean, I just think, like you said, when people are competitive, they're not even thinking about learning as much. It's kind of like a leisurely learning, right? You're just trying to win, and just that in itself helps you learn the language, I feel like.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you very much,
Thank
Michael.
you.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Next, the moguls discuss the pitches and decide what award will best help the entrepreneurs.
Let's talk about Skip the Warm-Up LLC. Gina, from a marketing standpoint, what do you think?
I would get in the door of a gym, get in the door of a chiropractor's office, a massage therapist, set up a table for 2 hours, a wellness location, because once it's on and they feel it, especially someone who has pain.
They need to be very clear with the message. Why is this different than other things you can buy on the market? As you mentioned, huge market, enormous amount of competition for this type of product.
It does keep a constant heat. And I don't have arthritis in my knees yet. Like maybe if I had arthritis, I'd find like, oh wow, this is great. I could wear it when I walk because it is very flexible, I will say that.
Gail mentioned, you turn on an NBA game and you see 2 or 3 different types of similar contraptions. Now, they're different, they're bulky, they're different. So I think just honing in on what that exact differentiator is going to be a huge thing for them. I think they'll sort through those things, but I think honing in on what is that differentiator.
Let's talk about Clavera.
There's clearly a need. They've already figured out they can get their costs covered and perhaps make a small profit because of checking out that insurance will cover this type of diagnostic and follow-up.
They're talking about swallowing diagnostics, and that's great, but I also see the potential of this being, because they're talking about getting into rural areas and underserved areas. This has the legs to even help with other medical issues.
I think there's tremendous legs here and they can help a lot of people who need this help.
Boy, this hits home both right now with my mother, but also my 2.5-year-old granddaughter. They focused on elderly. There are so many swallowing issues, and we need more awareness.
So the market may be even larger and is larger than just
It is
focusing
definitely
on
larger.
Let's talk about Master Tongue. Stephen, we'll start with you. That gamified it.
Yeah, there's a gamification aspect to it. It's fun. I enjoyed watching the demo. And you're having these conversations back and forth, and there's something to that. He said leisurely learning, right? They're spending their time in front of a screen, so how can that screen time be more productive, right?
The most important optionality that needs to be added, because Lots of people want to learn Spanish, but to Harris's point, they may want to learn French or they may want to learn Russian.
I'm very skeptical of this. My kid's got to subscribe, then Steven's kids does, and everyone's kid has to be subscribed to this, and if you're not going to be able to do it. He talked about his target was 13 over. The game he showed on there, that looked like a little kid game.
Yes,
that was
agreed.
something for a 7-8-year-old.
Well, it almost seems like his, I hate to say this, his demographic is a parent that lets social media be the babysitter.
Which could be a huge market potential.
Which I think is a lot of people.
It's an interesting one.
Next, the Moguls present cash and awards to the entrepreneurs.
All right, Michael, you have so much potential.
Thank you.
You've already committed by quitting your day job. We need to hone in on who your primary demographic is, okay? We are super excited. Project Pitch It is awarding you the $1,000 prize.
Thank you very much. Thank you
You
so
are
much.
very
I
welcome.
really appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you so
Best
much.
of luck as
Thanks
you
a
go
lot.
forward.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Sydney and Rebecca, we're honored to give you the Project Pitch It Award of $4,500 to contribute to Skip the Warm-Up. We are excited about the future of your business, and thank you for helping make a positive impact. We appreciate it, and good luck on your journey ahead.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciated all your questions, and we're so excited. So thank you again.
Very good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Sarah and Nicole, you've really inspired us today. Your vision, your plan can help so many people in an area that's so badly needed. So first of all, thank you so much for coming up with the idea. So we just are really delighted about what you're doing. Want to very much help you in any way we can. And along those lines, on behalf of Project Pitch It, we're awarding you the $10,000 award. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Thank you so much.
All of you as entrepreneurs on this show have been spectacular. Michael said something, I just wrote it down really quick. He said, every message is an opportunity. For entrepreneurialism, every problem is an unsolved opportunity, and you're identifying problems or needs and you're solving them in the industries that you're involved in, so congratulations for doing that.
And one other thing we want to tell you, I think it's so important, all of us have learned that in our business. Create a mission statement. Take that mission, every decision you make revolves around that mission. And you will, if you do that, you will achieve success in the businesses you start.
And remember, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars.
Congratulations.
Luxury transportation for the Moguls provided by Andrus Livery Services. To learn more about the entrepreneurs and their businesses, check out our website at projectpitchit.com and follow us on social media.